G'day, Nick. It is the junction. Good morning, Jeremy. I'm not sure if we'll have reception as we pass through Sleeps Hill, but I figured I'd do a bit of a stream as we head up. There goes Sesame. They get a good turn of speed going. So we're cruising up through the back suburbs of Kings Park, about to go over Crossroad shortly. Hope everyone's having a good Sunday morning. Can you hear me? Testing, testing. So there's Crossroad. Just gone past the site of Unley Park Station. Thank you, Jeremy. I'm just trying to be loud enough to be heard, but quiet enough to not disturb others. Here's the closed Hawthorn station. I was tempted to, Nick. I was very tempted to bring at least one Overland car on the train, but I decided not to because I didn't have a safe and convenient way to carry just the one car. I didn't want to bring a whole 3-pack. Alright, we're about to cruise through the site of Mitcham Station. Just got around the bend. We've got a 506 on the front today, William, something non-streamlined. I could have. The model boxes are really nice. Unfortunately, for my spontaneous decision, I didn't have time. I am Jeremy. It's only as far as Bordertown today. My mate Stuart is driving back from having been in Birdsville for the Big Red Bash, and we're meeting up at Bordertown. I'll drive him back to Adelaide from there. Right, in a few moments we'll be going past Torrens Park Station, I believe it is. Yep, just going past Torrens Park on the left-hand side of the train now. It is the perfect way to get there. I had to. As soon as he said he was driving back today, I was like, mate, I will meet you at Bordertown. You're going to be tired. I'll do the driving. Save you the hassle. Right, everyone, get your hands ready. We're going past Clapham Station. Right, site of Linton Station on left-hand side direction. Thank you very much. It's going to be soon, mate. I might have to delay it by a week. I had some wiring issues yesterday, so I've got to go through and repair those. I work 9 to 5 at the moment, Monday to Friday, so it's trying to find time around that, but I will get to it. Hopefully, I can do it. There you go, there's the view. Hopefully I can do that once my 10-car Overland set arrives. And then I've got another 3-pack on the way, so I'll have a 16-car Overland that I can run. 2 900s on the front. Hopefully people will love it. Good morning, Jeff, and good morning, Gavin. I saw your name before. All right, we're approaching Sleeps Hill, which is the moment of truth about whether or not the stream will survive. He's slowing down considerably, so it might go too slow. So I'm not sure if it'll capture it on camera, but off to the right there is the original train line route where it went via Sleeps Hill 1 and 2. I think it will, William. He's going to a crawl. Maybe we won't, when you go through a tunnel, hold your breath thing. Alright, moment of truth, Sleeps Hill Tunnel, and it completely died. It looks like we might be back though. So that's where the old Sleeps Hill Viaduct would have been, your concrete support on the right. How's that for a view? Thanks, Jeremy. Stunning. Stream Hill Viaducts. There we go. You can see Glenelg all the way in the distance. Adelaide Hills is a much shorter tunnel, so it'll be interesting to see. I'm hoping to keep the stream going as long as the wait for breakfast is. And speaking of Adelaide Hills, existing platforms on left side in direction of travel, and remnants of the other platform are on our right. For those of you who may be curious, and if you are out spotting, I'm in car A, seat 33 at the back of the train, second to last carriage. No red hens, but I did see the up jet pass by. 2 Cs, 2 930s, and a 500 towed dead. It must be coming from Mount Gambier. Oh, that would have been awesome, eh? Back on the old broad gauge route via Ballarat. Lucky man. All right, we are a few moments away from going through Adelaide Hills Tunnel. will we survive? Or will the stream survive? Haha. Now it's back now, Jeremy. That crane, William, that must be all OBs, is it? It's very, very sharp curves through this section, hence the slow speed. Through the windows at the front left-hand side of the carriage, I can see the NR. Now later on in this trip, all OBs. Later on in this trip, I won't be streaming by this point, but I'm hoping to get a nice video going over Murray Bridge. I'll chuck that up on the page later. You can hear how unhappy it is with tight curves. This is the right way to see the hills. Also, if you ever do travel the Overland, I'd recommend traveling in premium. Legroom is amazing. Unfortunately, Jeremy, I can't jump to the left-hand side. There's people in all those seats and I don't want to be rude and jump over them or shoot through them. So it's very much a right side trip. I do apologise. But the good news is Mount Lofty and Karku, of course, will be on the right-hand side of the travel from memory. Yeah. Yeah, right-hand side, so we'll be able to see that as we go up, if breakfast hasn't arrived by then. That's so good. Gavin, you have yourself a lovely day. Thank you for tuning in. Yes, I feel like I hope breakfast is here before I get to Malhana. I'll be very cranky. And Mount Barker Junction. Thank you, William, and thank you always for tuning in. If you haven't already, guys, William has put together an awesome video on the tea and sugar train. I definitely recommend checking it out. He's also got a series of other great videos covering niche and interesting Australian railway topics. Unfortunately, not going as far as Dimboola. I wish, though. I've got to do the Overland all the way one day. It's really nice. As you travel along, you occasionally hear the NR horn. Here's Coromandel. Belair Station is also on the right-hand side. I forgot about that one. The original station waiting shelter has recently been restored, and it looks fabulous. We'll get to see that as we go by. Oh, that would have been good, Jeremy. I do need to go to Sandown eventually. Oh, there's the sun. We're going through Blackwood. Unfortunately, I can't pan across to the other side and get the Red Hens and Water Tower as we go by. Years and years ago, I was filming the Overland as it was coming towards Adelaide through here. And I'll have to find the video, but I got a video of the driver throwing his finished coffee out the window of the loco right into a dumpster in this yard here, which tells me that it must have been a habit of his. He was very prepared for it. Hopefully the video quality is going alright. I'm not sure what the reception's like. Hopefully it's coming across in at least high definition. Because it's the Adelaide Hills, it might be a bit pixelated or blurry at some points. I think we're actually behind a PM9. MP1 just came through and PM9's ahead of us. Not sure if there's anything else due along the way. If anyone has any insight, I'd love to hear. Albert will probably know if he's still watching. If you are enjoying this stream, don't forget to chuck a like to it. It just helps with the engagement and the algorithm. Here we go, building up some speed now. Oh, that sun's in a rather unfortunate spot, but as is the nature of the hills, we'll be turning soon enough, and that'll change that. Just cruising past Glenalta. Now we've got a few tunnels coming up after Belair. We've got Long Gully Tunnel and Upper Sturt Tunnel. I think we'll lose this stream at Upper Sturt Tunnel before Mount Lofty because it's a bit of a long tunnel. And I'm hoping breakfast is before we get to the Yantaringa Tunnel, which is after Bridgewater. Alright, cruising past Pine Arrow. and in a few moments we'll be going past Belair Railway Station, which is the end point of Adelaide's broad gauge suburban network. We are of course on the standard gauge Overland, which could or can take us all the way to Melbourne, but I'm only going as far as Bordertown for those of you who missed the start of the stream. I can hear the trolley coming.
Alrighty, good morning everyone. Myself and Daniel coming around with some black Kane coffee and some cold milk and some orange juice this morning. If you would like to have a beverage from the car here, please pop your tray tables down for us. Thank you.
So this is the Belair National Park, a beautiful place to go for a walk. Beautiful lake in the middle, playgrounds, coffee, greenhouse, nursery. Belair, everybody change. Well, we've got a train change for the train to Mount Pleasant that stopped here, diverging at Balhanna. For those of you that are avid railway photographers, we'll soon be going through Foster's Corner. Good morning, Lyle. It's got a history of being a great photo spot, but of course it is a bit of a notorious crossing. I say crossing in quotes. It's now a trespassing zone. Welcome back, Nick. I'm still going. We're hanging in there. I said earlier, Nick, there's a couple of tunnels coming up, so it'll be interesting to see how the live feed goes. Alright, here's the stick at Foster's. Anybody out here? There you go, there's the no trespassing signs. Let's see if I can... I was trying to see if I could potentially zoom the camera, get a shot through the window of the loco curving round. The weather is beautiful. I don't think it'll rain today. It's going to be a top of 16 in Adelaide at least. I'm not sure about Bordertown, but I like it a little bit chilly. Here we go. This is Long Gully Tunnel, maybe? Thank you very much, Nick. I'll have to try to make it to Sama. I think that's the same club that Owen posts a bunch of pictures of on his Facebook. It must have been National Park Tunnel William. I was preemptive on my Long Gully. It's National Park, then Long Gully, then Upper Sturt, I believe, coming from Adelaide. From 9 till 3, Wednesday from 7 till 9, and Thursday. I'll have to try it on a Wednesday or a Thursday. I could always go after work. It'd be a good place to run my Overland set, although I imagine there's that many Overland sets there. William, I actually met a giant, big, massive, black Groodle yesterday. Huge dog called Teddy. And I was actually telling the lady, I've got a friend with a dog called Teddy, but he's a tiny little brown oodle thing. Good morning, Hudson. Thank you very much. Hopefully you can go on the Overland soon enough. All these blackberry bushes are telling me we must be nearing Long Gully. Yep, there's the signal. So back in the day, they used to run little picnic trains out here and such, and I believe there was a loop at one point. That is a kayak, interesting. And there was once like a siding that ran off down that side. This is an outdoors type question, this one, but siding ran off down, I believe it was dead end to the tunnel. I'll have to fact check. Probably at some point this week I'll put a post up on my page with an old diagram. So here comes Long Gully Tunnel. We might lose the feed again, but it seems like it's reconnecting all right. Hopefully these brief disturbances aren't bothering too many people. And we're back just in the nick of time. Yes, I did see that, mate. Oh yes, because I was on the Goodwood Station platform with the railway dog. I wonder if any of the in Adelaide, well I guess the museum or Steam Range are dog friendly. Kelly turns 14 in November. To keep my eyes peeled. At some point along this section is the site of what was Upper Sturt Station, I believe. And I feel like I just need to hunt down the old gate posts. That's okay, William. You have yourself a lovely day. Say hi to Teddy for me. I think roughly here is where Upper Sturt Station would have been, this vicinity, because we're approaching the tunnel, which will very likely drop out of, but then we'll come back just in time for Mount Lofty. And I don't think breakfast is coming yet, so we might make it all the way to at least Bridgewater before breakfast comes. Alright, here is the tunnel, I think.
On behalf of our crew. Today we have Paula.
Yeah, mate, I can't believe you're out till 2:30 for that.
It gives me great pleasure to welcome you on board today's service from Adelaide to Melbourne. Today we'll be travelling 828 kilometres, average speed of around 90 kilometres an hour. Our journey will pass through the historic townships of Blue Ridge, Watertown, Newell,
I just run out of cups, so I'll run and grab a few more.
Definitely dedication.
Setting off today, we would like to take a moment to acknowledge the traditional custodians of country throughout Australia and their connection to land, sea and community. As we travel across this land, we pay our respects to the elders past, present and future, and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander today.
Alright, here comes Mount Lofty Station.
Traditional owners of the land that Adelaide sits on are the Garnaby, and the Aboriginal name for Adelaide is Tandanya, which means the red kangaroo place or red kangaroo dreaming. Your comfort, safety and enjoyment are our highest priorities throughout this journey. If there are any guests requiring special assistance, please make yourself known to a friendly train crew member. There are 2 exits per carriage in the Overland road. You will be making several stops along the way. But unless you are leaving the train today, you will not be permitted to disembark. Please take the time to read the safety information displayed in your carriage, which details emergency procedures and locations of your nearest exits. In the unlikely event of an emergency, you may be asked to evacuate. So please be aware of the emergency exits in each carriage. Now these are the doors to the adjoining carriages or the carriage door that you enter.
Speed is building up now.
If this exit is obstructed, evacuation windows are in the centre of each carriage, and the senior staff are monitoring to safe.
Ah, say hello to your cousins for me,
Now,
Nick.
our toilets operate on a vacuum retention system. Please place the empty toilet paper into the toilet, as it will cause blockages and will certainly be unpleasant. Just make sure you lock the toilet from the inside by pressing the red button displayed.
I was just going to say there's a first room in the cafe there. That's
Now, being on moving train can take some getting used to.
Yep, we're on the down now.
Please take care when moving between the carriages and through any of our electricals. Always press the open button regardless of whether you are following someone.
It is a sad loss, Lyle. Thankfully, the National Railway Museum has some great footage on their YouTube channel. Oh, there's a bit of bonfire over there, you probably missed it. But they have the great footage on their YouTube channel from the front of a red, I think from Bridgewater to Adelaide. It's a really good watch.
So you may need to take a step up or down. So please be aware of that. Ladies and gentlemen, all we need to do now is sit back, relax, and enjoy the views. Once again, if there is anything that we can do to make your journey more enjoyable, please do not hesitate to ask. Thank you.
Ah, perfect. Ah, that's interesting, Jeremy. Okay. I'll have to check out Kemp Street. here we go, Aldgate Station. Should be able to briefly glance across the bridge down the main road. There you go. Jim Biller, interesting. I've got to revisit my copy of the Overland Railway to see all the old stations and stopping places through this section. Explains the large flat area there. Thank you, Jeremy. That makes sense. There's the bus depot that he just mentioned. This must be where Jim Biller is. You're tempting me, Nick, you're tempting me. I'm very much after a South Australian Railways 700 class steam loco and 750 class. If I was rich, I'd be after a 520 class in brass, but unfortunately I'm not. Road crossing and then Bridgewater, yes. This is where the old Bridgewater Bridge is. I'm not sure if I can get it, but there's a stone abutment there. So the train line used to use a bridge, now it's a all filled in. I'd love to see your 620 class, mate. If you want to message my Facebook page and send a photo of it, I'll have a look at that later. I love the idea of scratch building, but I've found that I go slightly insane because I feel like it has to be perfect. Here's Bridgewater, and there's that level of I don't know when to stop and just chill out. It has to be all the details. Too intense. So this is where the Bridgewater station once was. Jeremy will correct me, but I believe the old Bridgewater turntable is now the turntable at Mount Barker, I think. Oh yeah, mate, if you tag me in a post, I'll go have a look. Thank you. we're about to go under the Adelaide to Melbourne highway here. So we'll soon be going through the Ambleside/Yantaringa tunnel. We may lose reception there, but we'll come back. The light Pacific is a very hard one to do because the wheel spacing and the wheel sizes are not normal and not found across many modelled locomotives. I think when Pete Michael did his, he had to modify it and get custom wheels. Thank you very much, Lyle. Have yourself a lovely day and look after yourself. That's Ambulance Road there, which I believe is part of the Hyson Trail. Oh, thank you very much. My vegan breakfast has arrived. I'll show you that. It's a little muffin with some yogurt. So these are the curves at Yantaringa. There's a lot of really nice shots from back in the day of a steam tour of locomotives like 520 or 621 coming through here. Yeah, but we're back now, Jeremy. That's the last tunnel, I believe, until Murray Bridge, but Murray Bridge is barely a tunnel. Alright, new plan is I'll probably keep this going until at least Mount Barker Junction. We're almost there. And then I might go and focus on my breakfast. Definitely is a good train spotting spot. My last time I was here was for the MRL being transferred to SSR. A bunch of kangaroos came out, you can see them in the video. Now for those who don't know, during World War II I believe Harndorf was renamed Ambleside because Harndorf is a very German name. You know, World War II, the Germans weren't exactly the good guys. And it wasn't until later on, I believe it was the 80s, I'll have to double check, but I think the locals kind of rallied for the name to be returned to Harndorf. There was a couple other places in Adelaide that did similar. They changed their names from their more Germanic names to different names, and then they too rallied, but I can't remember what they are. I'll have to double check that. So we're going through the Ambleside loop at the moment. It's worth mentioning again that an SCT train went out just before we did, so I'm quite thankful the SCT train did not stall, as they are known to do. Would have made my trip very short and uncomfortable. Here's the bridges on the Ambleside Loop. I've always wanted to see these. Verdun was changed to Gunthorpe. Thank you, Jeremy. Jeremy, I feel like you're an asset on most live streams. Whenever I see you in outdoors types live streams, you've always got the information or facts that are needed. I very much appreciate it. All right, we're 2.5 kilometers from Balhanna. I just want to say thank you to everyone that's tuned in though so far, left a comment, left a like. Yes, no remains left. I really appreciate you guys tuning in for my live stream. It's not something I do often, so. Yes, train boy. I'm on the Overland to Bordertown to meet up with my mate Stuart. He's driving back to Adelaide, so we're meeting in the middle. SA misses you, Jeremy. You're always welcome here. It's unfortunate we haven't caught up much every time you visited, but next time you're down, I'll have to invite you over to the layout once I get the wiring fixed. All right, here is Balhanna. For those of you who don't know, Balhanna was the former branching point for the Mount Pleasant line. And as Jeremy said earlier, on our right-hand side is the old crane. There's no train spotters out this morning. They must still be waiting in and around Mount Barker and Strathalbyn for the Highlander this morning. I believe that's running. For those of you who don't know, Steam Ranger Heritage Railway runs the Highlander. It's Alright, should I be nice and continue the live stream as far as Nan? That way we can see the Nan station building. It is on the right hand side. And I think it's only not far from Mount Barker Junction. So Mount Barker Junction, the location we're soon approaching, is the branching point for the line down to Victor Harbour. So once upon a time, when everything was broad gauge, they could, diverge there, head down Mount Barker, Strathalbyn, etc., etc. Nowadays, there is still broad gauge track at Mount Barker Junction. However, naturally, it's disconnected from our main line. If it was my decision, I'd have a beautiful standard gauge station at Mount Barker Junction for passenger trains to Adelaide, and there'd be shuttle buses from Mount Barker Junction to Mount Barker. That way you don't have to worry about an island platform at Mount Barker and all sorts of other chaos. Because you could have an hour-long express train from Mount Barker to Adelaide. It just involves government seeing right and converting our metro network from broad gauge to standard. But anyway, that's just my 2 cents. Right, the final curve towards Mount Barker Junction. It's a very nice train spotting spot right here at this crossing. And if you go up the road and on the hill, you get a nice shot for trains coming towards Adelaide. Mount Barker Junction. It's a shame of the condition of this station. And some cretins knocked down the water tower. It's very sad. So that track there is the broad gauge line, and it will soon pull away and curve to the right. Farewell broad gauge. Well, there was Thomas. Don't know if you noticed that. Blink and you'll miss it. Thomas was hiding in the bushes. I hope everyone's enjoying this live stream. I hope it's not too boring. I'm trying not to talk too much so you can kind of enjoy the train ride. Yes, it still does. Rest in peace, Platform 1 Heritage Railway down there in the valley. Yeah, the sun's now on the left-hand side of the train. I think I've lucked out here because when we go over Murray Bridge, the stream will be ended by then, but when I go over Murray Bridge, the sun will be on the left-hand side and it won't interfere with getting, hopefully, a nice shot of the crossing of the bridge. so we will be ending the stream just after Nan Station. It's kind of the last of the hill stations, so it feels right to end it there. I completely agree, Jeremy. There's no good reason why there shouldn't be. I mean, convert our suburban network to standard gauge, strike up a deal with ARTC for connectivity, bada bing, bada boom, there you go. It's amazing that in Victoria people live in Ballarat but work in Melbourne, and they catch the 90-minute express train every morning and every evening. You can see the summit of Mount Barker over in the distance there. If you've never hiked to the summit of Mount Barker, I highly recommend it. It's a short walk from car park. That's true, mate. That's true. All right, everyone. Here is Nan. There's the old water tower. And here is the station. Thank you to everyone that tuned in. I'm going to have breakfast and enjoy my ride. Have a lovely day and look after yourselves.